Buenos días. Es la tiempo del día. It's that time of the day. Morning walk, morning talk. It's more walk than talk. It's about walking the principles. You gotta walk that one. You gotta walk that walk, honey. Talk that talk, money. Hind legs that'll spit Jehovah. Anyway, is that alright? Man, what am I thinking about this morning? I don't know. Mine ain't really going this morning. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's cold. I don't know. I'm kind of rested. Honestly, right now I'm just kind of in a I'm just kind of in a lazy mode right now. I don't know. I've been going and I don't know. My mind's kind of slowed down. It's kind of chilled. I'm in the in-between zone. I'm in a infinite possibility zone. I could go in any direction right now, and I'm just kind of letting things, you know, just letting things marinate. Over the past few days, been over a lot of possibilities. Thought about a lot of projects that I work on, and was really, focusing in and getting some things done. And now I've just kind of slowed up. I still have all those same projects in mind. I don't know. For some reason, I'm slowed up. I don't know what that's about. But I plan on picking it up again this afternoon. Just last night, I just kind of chilled. I was just kind of slow. But this morning, I don't know. I'm thinking about my show, Boston Legal. Like, just random. I just talk about whatever it is. Thinking about my show, Boston Legal. This show, Boston Legal, was a comedy about this lawyer. One lawyer, Denny Crane. Denny Crane was insane in the brain. Denny Crane was. You know what I'm saying? He was. He had fuzz in his brain. He was insane, Denny Crane. But Denny Crane had a history of being great at his profession. He was a lawyer. He was a named partner at his firm. He was a rainmaker. He brought in all the money. Okay? Denny Crane. Okay? That was his name. Denny Crane. And you say his name all the time. Denny Crane. You know. He was like the Mike Jones. He's like the Mike Jones of lawyers. But he was great. He had a record. He's an impeccable record. Never lost a case. But yet, Denny was a little crazy. So there was an up-and-coming. Not really up-and-coming, but, I guess up-and-coming. Lawyer, Alan. I think it's Alan Shore. What's his name on the show? And this dude, man, Alan Shore, like, he's a great actor, man. I really like to watch that show and to watch his rhetoric and the way that he would just flip an argument and appeal to the people in a way where ordinary logic no longer held up against his argument, right? He just flipped on him, flipped everything on his head. You know, he could take an argument and take the counterpoint, and it's just genius, the way he would make that argument. So, yeah, that was my show, man. But I was thinking about this one episode, like it was a guy. Now, both Denny Crane, these guys, Denny Crane and Alan, they kind of teamed up as a duo. They were very much accustomed to winning, to getting under people's skin, and doing it in a way that was a little obnoxious. But what are you gonna do? You just couldn't get to him. Okay, especially Alan. He was he was irreverent. Irreverent. That means he paid no attention to authority. He would continually undermine authority with the magnitude of his rhetoric and intellect. He would overthrow authorities, but he was so valuable, so useful, they couldn't help, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't hardly do anything to him. You know, every now and then he'd get thrown in jail for contempt of court. But anyway, this one episode, Alan met his match. He met his match, man. It was another lawyer. This lawyer, oh, you would think he was just a country bumpkin, kind of simpleton, very simple guy, you know. And man, I gotta switch. Hold on, it's cold out here. I have to put my gloves on. Put my gloves on. Fingertips starting to freeze. Okay. Woo! Oh yeah. Thank God for wool and gloves and being prepared for that. All right. So yeah, this other lawyer, man, he was kind of, I guess, I don't know, country or a good old boy, I guess is the term they would use. He's a good old boy. You know, he would just smile and smile and smile. It seemed very simple until it got to time for business. And then, you know what? When it got time for business, you find out he wasn't so simple. Like, he knew his stuff, and he could be something to contend with every bit as much as Alan. And Alan couldn't stand it because he, you know, whereas Alan many times would act like a butthole, this other lawyer, this country bumpkin, this simple guy on the surface, would be very friendly, very kind. And it was just funny to watch this episode, or this couple episodes, because Alan was so aggravated. It's just something you never saw Alan's feathers get ruffled by anyone. He was the one typically to ruffle feathers. But because this guy was so nice and he was just smiling, and Alan would refer to him as one of those, you know, one of those little blow up clowns that they have something solid at the bottom and you punch it and it just keeps bouncing up and smiling at you, keeps bouncing up and smiling at you. And that's how it is sometimes in life, man. Sometimes you can't react to people in the same way that they come at you, right? They come at you with aggression and anger and oppression, and you're not to do to them the same as they do to you. You know, they smacked Jesus in the face. Yahushua HaMashiach, they smacked him in the face. You know, he said, turn the other cheek. Okay, turn the other cheek. You know, if they say go with me a mile, you go with them too. Okay? You give them the coat. Give them the jacket off your back. Right? This is what he said to do. And he was more walk than talk. He was more walk than talk. He did it too. Okay? So yeah, it was funny, man. Like, whatever Alan would throw at this guy, you know, he just Alan couldn't get under his skin, and that got under Alan's skin. You know, it's like be kind to your enemies, and thereby you shall heap hot coals upon their head. That's in the word. Okay, you be kind to your enemies, and thereby you shall heap hot coals upon their head. Right? They don't know what to do with that. Okay? But it's even deeper than that. Okay? King Solomon said, a soft answer will do away with all that anger, that animosity. You know, a soft answer. Okay? If you angry me, you start yelling at me, you fussing at me, and then I'm doing the same thing to you. What? We just stirring up more contention. Okay? But if you are angry, and guess what? I reply to you softly. You know, first of all, it takes a lot of strength. People don't understand that. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of self-control, a lot of discipline to, it takes a lot of refinement for you. What appears to not be strong is actually strength. When I'm weak, therefore, when I'm weak, then am I strong. Okay? Because what's weak is for me to just react and not stop, take the time to think, and then act, not react. You know, any animal, any dog will just react. The dog, as soon as they see something running, they want to chase after it. You know, as soon as they see a stranger, they want to bark. It's just reacting. It's just going out for nature. It's just going off of instinct. Sometimes you gotta stop and think about what it is that you're doing. How are you gonna handle that? That's what separates you from every other creature, every other animal, is your ability to think and reason. Okay? But that's one of the things. You know what I'm saying? It's also your spirit, your connection with God. Okay? That is also unique to man. Okay? But he gave you the reason and ability to think. So yeah, this guy, everything Alan would throw at this other lawyer, he'd be like, hey, you know, that just means I gotta keep working. He's like, I just made more money, that's what I did. that was his response. Hey, I just made more money, that's what I did. And man, it's so funny. I missed that show. I think I'm gonna rewatch it. That was a good show. Boston Legal. So man, I guess I'll make this short video. This short one today. But I think that's the word of the day. I think I've said what I need to say. Is you basically you have a positive mental attitude in every situation you encounter. Like no one can affect you in a negative way unless you allow them to. You give them that control. You know what I'm saying? The person can poke you, agitate you, without touching you, by saying some words to you, by calling you a name, by calling you nigga, by calling you a bitch, by calling you whatever they want to call you. You want to talk about your mama, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If they can affect you that way with simple words, you're giving them too much control. Okay, you stay in control, because it's not my business what anybody thinks about me. It's not my business at all. Have your opinion. Have your opinion. You can talk about me from the sunrise to the sunset. Okay. Why am I on your mind that way? You know, why are you putting so much energy into me? Because guess what? I'm putting energy into me. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting energy into me. I'm focused on refining me. And everything that you say, guess what? I'm gonna take that, and I'm also gonna use that. That's gonna become energy to me. I'm gonna take your criticism, and I'm gonna forget about you. I'm gonna forget about the anger. I'm gonna take your criticism, and I'm gonna say, well, how can I use that to make myself better? See, I have a positive mental attitude in every situation that I encounter. So whatever it is you say, whatever you do against me, guess what? I am the truth, and nothing can be done against the truth. So what I would do is examine and say, man, is that criticism that he made of me, is that really true? I ain't gonna put too much time and energy into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already got things I'm working on now that keep me busy. But I'm thinking about it. I'm saying, well, what can I do to utilize that so that a reasonable person can say, that person is they're just hating. They just envious, because you might be mad at me. You might have alternative reasons for saying the nasty things that you're saying. It may just be more about you than it is me. Sometimes the things that you're saying have more to do with you than the person that you're talking about. But maybe there's some truth to it. What can I do to take that and use it for myself, or use it to make me better, or use it to help somebody else? You know what I'm saying? What can I do? I take anything. I take a negative and turn it into a positive. That's what I do. I just take a negative and I turn it into a positive. How do I do that? I negate the negative. You know what I'm saying? And I multiply it. Any negative times a negative is a positive. It's all mathematics. It's all mathematics. I got the solution to every equation. It's 1. The solution to every equation is 1. You say, well, how is that? Well, anytime that you have an equation, guess what? You're looking for a 1-to-1 ratio. A 1-to-1 ratio is what you want anytime you're solving an equation. Okay? And guess what? God already told you He's 1. So you're looking for balance in your life. You're looking how to get things right. You got incongruency in your life. I think I talked about incongruency yesterday. So this is a good follow-up. You got incongruency in your life, and you're trying to balance things out. What you need is the 1. You need to find the 1. And God already told you He is 1. Okay, that's the solution to all your troubles, all your problems, all the equations in your life that you're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to decipher it, but you don't understand these variables versus the constants versus the differentials versus the ratio of velocity, because you got gears in your life and your gears being grinded, and you need to figure out the ratio of velocity of these gears and take it from an engineer. You know what I'm saying? The solution is 1. You need to get everything. The solution is 1. You need to solve the equations. Okay? And we'll talk about inequalities later. And that's the word of the day. Peace. I got my gloves on, so I can't turn the thing off. I need a solution. I need a resolution. We got too much confusion. Peace.